on the score.
From one traveling man to another.
Insane people for insane objectives.
The fact that the planet is in the control of mad people. You know, people who are crazy, people who are greedy, all these people who... The world is flat after all, flat after all.
The earth flat, flat. And there's that, unless the world is flat.
Will always look flat.
That Kansas is, in fact, literally flatter than a pancake.
Will always look flat.
You do a seminar on flat Earth and you'd get $25,000.
That's true.
Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. No rocks from Mars have ever been brought back to Earth, into a home. A place where humans will soon be living and working. It's a plan set to become a reality in the 2030s.
Will always look flat.
That's cool, but...
My mom wanted to be patriotic.
This is Stockholm Syndrome.
No. I gotta go. This room, 3 o'clock, everybody's going like this. That's a perfect example.
That seems to be a trend, a topic for motion pictures more and more these days.
The homosexual theme?
Seems to be, yeah.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, Dave is too modest. But I think if it wasn't for the quiet financial backing of guys like Dave, I don't think a lot of these gay projects get it off the ground. Times, this newspaper. Big here about this space. You know, people applauding that there. You know what's interesting about this shuttle? You watch it, and they're up there now, and it's not as good as TV. You know? This is true. When the space shuttle landed the last time, and the astronauts get out, and they knew everybody was safe, they go out and they interview various people to get their opinions in the space shuttle. And I'm watching this on network news. I can't say the network, I'll probably get many, but this is true. I'm watching on network news. The first guy they interview when they know the astronauts are safe, they didn't interview Christopher Kraft from the space program or Neil Armstrong. They interviewed Leonard Nimoy from Star Trek. Were there any Klingons up there? This is so it can be real to people, you know? I think the shuttle is great. I think it's terrific. I just quit. I wish they'd quit telling me how all the advances will trickle down to help me. You know, it's like these pictures from, what was it, Voyager 2 and Time magazine. They send crystal clear pictures 80 million miles across space. Pictures, they never apologize. They always try to convince you those are your pictures, you know? I don't think these are mine. Are you sure? And I guess doing the show, being a busy guy.
I've been wrapped up backstage.
Dedication, your inspiration, and vision on the incredible Space Shuttle program. For over 30 years, you guys educated and opened our eyes to the wonders of space travel and the benefits brought to our everyday lives.
Recently, this is my part.
My book deal?
My part, so I like to stretch it out a little
Yeah,
bit.
go ahead. Go crazy, have fun, have a ball.
Look what I found on Space Station. Go Raptors, go!
Hi, everybody. The Johnson Space Center. Jay Leno here. While all of you are a big fan of our space program, going back to the Mercury days, continuing on to the, of course, successful Atlantis mission that was just completed. I had an interview to this day stands out as one of my highlights. Take a look at a couple of clips from 1998. Take a look. As you know, the Space Shuttle Discovery orbiting the Earth on a 9-day mission. So right now, we're going to link up with the shuttle and speak with 3 of its astronauts. For over 30 years, you guys... Shuttle Commander Kurt Brown, pilot Steve Lindsay, and of course, a personal hero of mine, Senator John Glenn. So discuss... For over 30 years, you guys... See, this is the most amazing thing that has ever happened to me. There's a lot of neat things about this. This will help get me the final chapter of my 6th grade book report on Senator Glenn. No, I wrote a paper on Friendship 7 when I was in the 6th grade, and now I can finally turn it in complete with. Now, Senator Glenn, let me ask you something.
What is humankind's greatest achievement? The Age of Enlightenment?
Crews have tried to do a bit of an accent back to me, which is funny. Alex, who was just up there, would often put "no worries, mate" at the end of his calls to me.
No. Was I happy with the seat I did have? Yes, I really was. And to be any small part of that suited me very, very well. And besides, I was their ticket home. They couldn't get home without me.
We need to remind them constantly, Mike.
Okay. Crazy notions came out of the closets. There's no air up there. Bullfighters would be good.
Neil and Buzz were picking up moon rocks.
Not since Adam has any human known such solitude. Lunar revolution.
Yeah, the food was terrible, but I enjoyed my time behind the moon. It's a more rugged place. And not a very comfortable place. It's about the size of your thumbnail if you hold it out in front.
One of those streaks of tan was Australia.
We paid absolutely no attention whatsoever to Australia for 2/3 of the time. 1/3 of the time, Australia owned us.
Going over, and I always try and look up when we're flying over Australia as well.
It's something to touch, to smell, to understand.
Is there anybody in Washington you would like to take up in space with you and just leave there?
My main problem to come up, I had a few senators said if they once got me up here, they wouldn't provide the money to bring me back, so I'm glad we got by that anyway.
Very cool. Now, Kurt, let me ask you a question. Does Senator Glenn keep telling you guys how tough it was in the old days, how cramped it was, how small it was? You know, how lucky you young punks are?
Well, Jay, actually, no, he doesn't always do that, only when he's awake.
Now, I was always curious about this. What can you see on Earth from space? Can you see like the Great Wall of China, stuff like that?
Well, Jay, sometimes if the lighting is good, we can see the Great Wall of China, but we just flew the Hawaiian Islands and we saw that. And Baja California, you can see the pyramids from space, and sometimes rivers and big airports. And actually, Jay, every time we fly by California, we see your chin.
Anyway, even though they had me playing the straight man in their outer space comedy routine, after they returned, I had them on the show to continue my talk and finish my 6th grade assignment. I got upgraded to an A from a C-. Anyway, another highlight was my interview in 1999 with Eileen Collins and mission specialist Katie Coleman after Eileen had to become the first female commander of a space shuttle mission. And as you gather tonight, we know the shuttle program has ended, but there's more work to be done on both the International Space Station and preparing for deep space exploration with Orion. Take some time to reflect and enjoy your accomplishments. You deserve it. Our studio audience wants to give you an ovation as well for a job well done. Folks, what do you think? Thanks, you guys. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your evening.